This is a CJSR podcast.
Volunteer-powered,
Listener-supported,
campus and community
Radio.
podcast. Radio and podcasts.
It's a long day, Jess, but we do need a recap here, because I have to tell you who won this competition, if it is a competition at all. We got our numbers collected here on my notebook. We have...
I'm Melania Antoshka. You're listening to That's Food from CJSR, revealing the backstory to Edmonton's food, one meal at a time. In today's episode, we're following Sophia Yang to a journey of discovering Edmonton's signature dish. According to a rubric, Sophia is going to rate her food for its originality, taste, and Edmonton-ness. Among those dishes nominated by her friends, which one would be the most Edmontonian dish for Sophia?
The food I'm trying today are green onion cake from the Green Onion Cake Man, chai latte from Remedy Cafe, and garlic soil fried chicken from Soul Fried Chicken. I choose these foods only because I had a survey from my friends several months ago. I asked them what is the most Edmontonian food, and these are the answers I got. So I'm going to try their choices. What is this sound? Okay. Hi. This is a lonely journey, you know. This is a Friday afternoon and all I had was a cup of milk and a piece of apple. So I'm basically starving now and I'm going on this lonely journey by myself. So our first stop is the Green Onion Cake Man, and I'm now walking along 118th Avenue and heading to the shop. As I read the menu on their window, they have green onion cake, hot and sour chicken soup, veggie spring roll, lemon chicken, Sichuan beef, and a lot of let's say Western Chinese food. Well, today I'm going to choose to taste the original green onion cake. Oh, they also have tea. It says 超好吃, very delicious. Let's jump into it. I have to say, this is the first time I taste green onion cake in Edmonton. It's my third year in Edmonton, but it's the first time I taste green onion cake. And it tastes salty, crispy, and tastes like green onion. It's kind of like what my mom and dad would cook for me for breakfast back in China. I'm not from the province where green onion cake is from. I'm not from Shandong province, but we absolutely have the heritage. And my mom would make green onion cake for me before I go to school. But our green onion cake is not that thick because green onion cake man, they make green onion cake like have several layers and tastes more like dumplings, I have to say. It's weird that it doesn't taste so Chinese. I think I would rate green onion cake from Green Onion Cake Man 5 out of 5 for original, because it really doesn't taste like something you taste in China. I'm actually using chopsticks to eat those green onion cakes. But back in China, when we have breakfast for green onion cake, I would usually use my hand to grab the cakes. Because for me, it's more like a hand-grabbing food. It's like pizza. I would give 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5 out of 5 for taste. Because I have to say it's a little bit too salty for me. Now I can speak louder because the other two customers have just left the room, and it was super weird as I eat and talk to myself. So I'm sorry for the whispering for the last couple of minutes, but it was super weird and kind of awkward for me. Oh, I don't remember what is the other state we have for food. Oh, Edmonton-ness. Edmonton-ness is how much this food is Edmontonian. I would rate 6 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. Edmonton-ness, I don't know how to pronounce the word for granny onion cake, man, because it's so Edmontonian. I don't feel like eating Chinese food in this restaurant. I think how we're going to judge the Edmonton-ness for food is how much I feel like an Edmontonian while eating it. And I feel 100% like an Edmontonian eating green onion cake now. So it's 6 out of 5. Way to go, green onion cake. Alright guys, I'm now standing in front of Remedy Cafe. Remedy Cafe. I'm sorry, it's Remedy. It's quite freezing outside, and I forgot to wear more layers, and I'm super regret now. I could really use a cup of hot drink now, and here I am in front of Remedy Cafe. I'm going to try the original chai tea. Thanks. That's the chai. This is absolutely not the first time I try Remedy chai, and this is absolutely not the first time I try Remedy chai in wintertime, but it tastes always so good. I'm now in the very first Remedy Cafe in Edmonton, Alberta. It's located on 109th Street and across from Metro Cinema, very near to campus. The restaurant is always busy, and I think it's because it opened until midnight, so that is like a great place to go and hang out with your friends during weekend or just during weekdays whenever you want some drink. So how Edmontonian I feel now. When I look across the street through the windows, I see Transient Cafe. I see a very busy 109th Street. You can hear the noise in the restaurant. People around you, they're smiling, playing board games, having chat, having chai, and yeah, I think that's very Edmontonian. The taste of Remedy chai is one of the best things I've tasted in Edmonton. So I would give 5 out of 5 for the taste. I didn't order ginger chai. I may want to try it next time because it's the season for a cup of ginger chai now. For originality, I would give it let's say 4 out of 5. Because even though they say it's a secret recipe for Remedy chai, I still feel like it's just... But yeah, you could feel like the spicy flavor and the sweetness is kind of different from many other coffee shop. So I would say 4 out of 5 for Edmontonian-ness. It's hard to say. Do I feel like an Edmontonian when I drink Remedy chai in Remedy Cafe? Not really, I have to say. When we say this food is Edmontonian or not, I think this doesn't make you feel it's only in Edmonton, but not some other cities in Alberta or in Canada or in other parts of the world. So I would give 3.5 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. I'm sorry, Remedy chai, it tastes so good, but it's not that Edmonton. Maybe if I try other food at the chai bar, I'll feel different. No, it's still 3.5 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. This is absolutely not the first time I try stir-fried chicken, and it tastes very good. 5 pieces of chicken set. But I have to say it's not 5 pieces of chicken. There's like 7 to 8 pieces of chicken. That's a lot for a single person. As I've seen, maybe one of the most important or most popular fried chicken shop in Edmonton. Whenever I go in there, it's always crowded and it's hard to find a seat. For the taste, I'm gonna rate it 6 out of 5 because it tastes so good. So that's 6 out of 5 for taste. And originality, I would say I would give 4.5 for originality because they have like 7 flavors of fried chicken, and it says like that's like fried chicken from Monday to Sunday. They have original, Korean barbecue, garlic soy, lime, cilantro, cheese, kimchi. I don't remember the other one. So originality, I would give 4. Edmonton-ness, it's hard to say, but still it doesn't taste like, it tastes kind of different from what I had in China. It's still Korean food, but whenever I have this chicken set, I feel like more of a, not particularly Edmonton, but is kind of far away from Korean or Asian food. So I would say 3.5 for Edmonton-ness, maybe 4. And it's interesting that you see a diversity in the line of customers. We have people like me, Asian customers. I also see a lot of like different age groups. Not only university students, we also have like older customers, teenagers, police officers, peace officers. This place is like so Edmontonian. I feel like what makes a food Edmontonian or a food Edmonton-ness is like the people who eat them. If this food is like, for example, authentic Chinese food, but only Chinese students eat that makes the food less Edmontonian. But even though originality is still from China and SFC is from Korea, but people in Edmonton, we have different ages of people eating the food, and people who make this food change their recipes for their customers. That's how a food evolve and become local.
It's a long day,
somehow.
guys, but we do need a recap here, because I have to tell you who won this competition, if it is a competition
we do need
at
a
all.
recap here,
Because I have to tell you who won this competition, if it is a competition at all.
We got our numbers collected here on my notebook.
We have Green Annie Tate. They got 5 out of 5 for originality, 4.5 out of 5 for taste, and 6 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. Remedy Chai got 4 out of 5 for originality, 5 out of 5 for taste, and 3.5 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. Stir-fried chicken got 4 out of 5 for originality, 6 out of 5 for taste, and 4 out of 5 for Edmonton-ness. Well, I have to say Green Annie Tate is the unofficial food for Edmonton. Congratulations, Green Annie Tate. You are the unofficial Edmontonian food. Clap, clap.
What we talked about when we talked about food. We all love talking about food. This is where we start a conversation. We could discover a fancy little pub on a date night, suggest new eating habits to friends, highlight the food safety within families, and for the adventurous ones, we'd share our childhood kitchen memories. with a group of lonely travelers beneath a sky full of splendid northern lights. Food is one of the easiest things to talk about. The reason is so simple that people sometimes can't see. No matter who you are, you have to eat something to start a day. Does it ever bother you? Questions about life, meanings, and the food we eat. Does food define one's identity? Or it's us as human beings who decide what to eat and what we'll become after finishing that certain cuisine? Life is a lonely journey, but it doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. Lonely is just a feeling you feel when you're not held by someone else. And food is what unites us, because having food is all about sharing memories, emotions, and stories that made us feel more alive. That's food, and I'm so glad to share it with you. Today's snack fact. Did you know that fried chicken was invented by Scottish? The Scots and the later Scottish immigrants to the southern United States had a tradition of deep frying chicken in fat as far back as the Middle Ages, unlike their English counterparts who baked or boiled chicken. When it was introduced to the American South, fried chicken became a common staple, while in Asia, they have their own version of this dish called crispy fried chicken. It's a standard dish in the Cantonese cuisine of southern China and Hong Kong. The chicken is fried in such a way that the skin is extremely crunchy, but the white meat is relatively soft. And that's it for this episode of That's Food. Today's episode was produced by me, Sophia Yang, with help from Melania and Toshko.
Our music is by Doug Hoyer. You can find all of our episodes on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, and on our website, that'sfood.transistor.fm. You can contact us at that'sfood@cgsr.com. We are That's Food CGSR on Facebook and on Instagram. That's Food is produced at CGSR in Edmonton on Treaty 6 territory.
But is it food?
That's food!